You know, your kid will get smacked on the jaw and jump on the deck like a dead fish. Do you understand? If that little tough kid there, if he knows he can't do for nothing, he'll take the smack like a man and bail and hate on the till he can get him back. Anyway, if you're locking in, my name's Darren Gee. I represent a message of choose a life, not a knife. I encourage your children, your people, to come away from gang culture, come away from the pitfalls of that type of life and that path of life. What are the pitfalls? Well, first and foremost, broken down family. After that, violent culture. After that, prison. My main concern for your lads is keeping them out of custody. Choose a life, not a knife talks about gun crime, gang crime, treating the women right, protecting the children. This is what it's about, avoiding drug dealing. Don't even get into that culture of drill. Keep your identity intact. Don't let no little steal your identity and I start telling you how you're living your life. You need to be getting up in the morning and deciding what you're going to do for the day, instead of instantly thinking about what are we doing today. You need to keep yourself intact. Don't put the responsibility of what you're doing every single day into the hands, the minds of your group of mates. We all do it. You know, you see the lone wolf every morning getting up first thing in the morning, getting off the gym. You're still in bed till 11. Why? Because that's what your boys do. Before you got with this boys, you were up and out every morning. But now your boys are based up there somewhere till 3:30 in the morning, 4 in the morning. So you know you're staying in bed till 11 in the morning, 12 sometimes. Missing half the day. First thing you're doing, you're not getting off your ass and getting in the gym to keep yourself fit and strong in your later years. You're ringing your boys, what are we doing? Going down the cafe for a scrum? You're going round the Betty? Half yous aren't even gambling, you just stood outside the Betty. Standing outside the Betty smoking weed while some helmet's floating around on his bike selling crack and white. And you think, that's the life. Do you understand what I'm saying to you though, people? You really think that's the life, lad? Do you think putting a mask on when it's sunny outside is the way to be living? Do you think dressing in all black, bombing round, intimidating nanas and neighbours if you're some sort of commando? That's not a way to live, mate, honest to God. You f*** yourself up. These are the worst, lads. What do you mean the worst? Where are you even from? I'm talking about the lads in Liverpool. You know, I'm entitled to give the lads in Liverpool. You're not, if you're not from Liverpool. Start jump because I give them shite doesn't mean you can. These are young lads. Half of them don't even know what they're doing. They haven't got a clue. They're getting led astray. So yeah, I refer to them as rats, but I won't let a mank refer to them as rats. That okay with you? Yes, Lisa 30. These young Scouse lads on our estates are exactly what we was like. You've got people like me who's willing to go against the grain and scream at them and say don't be used and abused like us. Don't get dragged into this part of life because you're game, or you're good at driving cars, or you're good on a motorbike. So these leeches want to drag you on board because you're useful when it comes to attacking people with firearms. Don't let them do it. Avoid that shit. Friendships should be unconditional. If you've got mates around you who you think are your mates and there's conditions in place there, what are you doing going down there, lads? Why can't it? No, you can't. Alright, I won't go down there no more. What are you even doing speaking to them, lads? What do you mean? Alright, I'll stop speaking to them. This is what happens before you know it. You're associating with three mings all your life for years. Just use 4, use 5. Insecure to eventually, scared to speak to people and that. Thanks for that gift there, that coral, mate. Thanks a lot. Trust me, lads, honest to God, just swerve it. You're probably tapping in there now and you've been mentally overpowered by someone in the group. I know what them groups are like. You've always got the aggressive, volatile, bully one. And then you've got the good... In them groups, you've got the good cop, bad cop type dynamics. Do you understand? You'll have the bully in the group and then you'll have the one that goes, hang on. But the damage is done. You know, the mental overpowering of these young lads. It's hard when you've got like a 15, 16-year-old, he's going to school all the time. He comes home from school, he'll sit in his house, have a scram with you, be your kid, but then school stops. And he's mixed with some of his mates in school. You know, some of the lads that have been standing on the corner every night down there selling weed, they're 14, 15, they're going to his school with him. So when he's in the school, he's associating with them. But when he's coming home from school, he's not associating with them. He's housebound with you, doing your things. But now he's 17. He's going on a little adventure. But there's all to do out there but chill with them. Now he's in there. He's fresh. It's like a fresh inmate coming onto a wing full of experienced inmates. You know, people are testing the water with him. Shaking him up a touch. Without him realising it. It's like a mild initiation into the group. Working him out. Has he got heart? Has he not got heart? Is he worth coming on this graft with us, or should we just leave him there with the phone? You know, you start getting put into little things, and if you're coming with us on this mission, come on. And you do anything that can jeopardise it. You've got big man, hey, and that's it. You're just enclosed then from that moment on. You're with this group. All of a sudden you've went down there on a bike with this group and you've done a shooting. That's it, you're in. These crazy get paranoid of you if you just start avoiding them, thinking you're going to snitch on about that firearm offence or when you kick that door in down there. Everything just gets risky for you, mates. You get used, you get abused. If you get arrested, you go to prison. No one gives a f***. You get out, they've cracked on with whatever they're doing. You know, you might have progressed, they might not, but you're not in the picture no more. You'll get out, they'll bring you around you for a little bit, a little courteous call, but you'll work out fast that you're not to do with what they're on anymore. So you're left behind in your own little demise. You put yourself at risk for them years before. Their initial thing with you was to use and abuse you. So when you go into custody, they're not really asked, but when you get out, little courtesy call, you know, in case you want to tap back into graft and be used again. That's all it is. If they was your real friends, if you did go to jail, they'd be there at your ma's door, sending you postal orders, dropping you a little letter, trying to get on people on the wing to get you a phone. If you're going to jail and none of this is happening to you, you know quite well you have been used like an idiot. Grow up, stop being used, come away from them. It doesn't matter if you're going to get a little bit scared or lonely because you're bored shitless by yourself and there's nothing to do in your ma's. You'd be better sitting in your ma's, bored all to do, lad, instead of standing on that corner getting your mind absolutely eroded. The longer you're around that culture, the more erosion happens. Your morals, your conduct, your respect, your attitude to your sisters, your mum, your dad, all this starts going up and you're left to run a rack for yourself. 10 years or something, you're just on the missing list, then you start wondering, why is my ma looking after me? Why is my ma sending me dough? Why, because you've done it. You've broken hearts. You break the heart on your ma. Your ma can be rigged with addictions. You get yourself lifed off, it breaks them. Do you know how many young men in Liverpool are lifed off and their mas and their sisters and their younger siblings are absolutely destroyed off it? Yeah, they deserve it. Nice one for that big gift there, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, they deserve it. If you've got that lad and he's went and murdered that thing there, it's hard. You've gone too far in that life. I've been warning you for years not to get on that path. You've gone on that path. You've gone too far. You're lifed off. It's not just you, that's fear. You know, there's a big stigma attached to your crime. There's a big stigma attached to your crimes. When you're getting put in the paper, your mate's sisters are seeing them. Your little sister's going into school now getting bullied because you're this knobhead in the paper. It happens. You don't hear the repercussions of that. You don't hear them side effects because they're not asked. This is what families have to deal with. So when papers and all that come in and start reporting, they'll give the flashpoint, oh, a woman was murdered, a little press conference from the family, suck the life out the story and then disappear on them. And that mum is left alone now to deal with the reality of it. Not the platforms, not the thin puppet show. These have got to deal with the reality of it, and it's not just the victim's parents that deal with it. Half of the murderers who are getting lifed off, the mums don't even go to the court because they're that ashamed of what the kids have done. They haven't even seen the kid. I'm talking about 18, 19, 20-year-old lads getting lifed off and the Mars hasn't even seen them for years now. It's horrible, mate. I don't want you getting lifed off, lad. I don't even want you spending 6 months in a prison cell because it's going to ruin your life. It ruins your personality, it develops some character. You go into survival mode and you're just on a path of destruction for years and years and years. And this is why I scream here, sometimes acting like a general. I've got to appeal to everyone out there, not everyone's in general. Do you understand what I'm saying? Choose a life, not a nice, powerful. If you sat there and you're listening to me and you're participating in any of that little, feels like mild criminal behaviour, gang culture, tapping into drill music, dressing like you're a drill artist, that is definitely not the way forward. It's just not the way forward, honest to God. Look at the people that's rapping. Look at the lives. Yeah, you've got your H's, you've got your Bugsy Malones, you've got this, that and the other, but look at the others. It's short term with them. It's short term with them. All these kids that are in jail coming out, yeah, they'll get a little 5 years out of it and then it's over for them. Your Jordan McCanns and that, yeah, they'll come out, they'll go viral, they'll get the relevancy and then stagnates on them and it's over for them. Then they've got to start broadening their horizons. Majority of them are living a lifestyle like gangsters. So when the shit's the fan in 5 years' time, they haven't invested, they haven't had a decent bird round them who knows what they're doing to keep it in line, and you just end up in a mess. It's these kids that are going to end up in a mess that are encouraging your kids to go out and use knives, go out and use guns, go out and do this, go out and do that. So you've got basically, this is what it's like basically, you've got a gang of no marks who have been made relevant at the moment, and then no marks who are dead relevant in your kid's mind is encouraging your kid to batter women, deal drugs, carry weapons, the law, give mum, and then they disappear. But your kids listen to them for 4 or 5 years intensely, and now he's behaving like them. Now his mind's like it, he's dressing like it, he's treating women like it, he's smoking weed like it, he's all this, and they just disappear. Your kids. And some of these lads that are spitting this, they know the vibrations coming from it, they know the impact on the youth, they know it's having an impact on numbers going to prison, using knives. This is all drill music culture, gang culture. This is what it does. It's naughty, mate. Horrible. You know, the ones that last in the music industry, the ones that do as they're told. The ones that do as they're told, even when, like, if you haven't got a recorder or you haven't got a you know, when they say, oh, we've got guidelines or you can't put content on, that's their way of controlling your music, controlling what you say, controlling what comes out. So if you had a rapper now, like say Trends or A-Star, and they've got this YouTube channel and they're putting all these lyrics out, but if they say keywords like gay, if they say them words in their tracks, they'll get pulled. You won't be able to get the content up, you won't be able to get it out there. So you'll have the commercialised artists like your H's. These are commercial, the lyrics are commercial, you know, you can play them on the radio. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I mean by commercialised. You can put their music out to the public. They've got agents, and if the agents will go over their music and go, no, yay, maybe, no, yay, maybe, and if they say you've got to abide by what his agents tell him, so Stormzy's got an agent, and if he goes no, well then it's a no. H, agent, no, no. Hazy, agent, if it's a no, it's a no. Do you understand? The way they control the ones without the agency, the ones without the agents, is by the guidelines on the music platforms. Got another bell whiff standing by a lake. Let's see who he's with. Say nothing, lad. You're standing by a canal with a bevy in your hand with 4 mates, lad. Do you know how many people I know that are just like you? Pissheads, think you haven't got a problem. Alina Clark's in? Yes. Lisa 30, I'm on the comments now, people, so if you want to engage in the conversation, ask questions, inquire, get it in while I'm looking at the comments, like what you call it, the chat. Yeah, we'll let them call it the chat, eh?
What are the chat saying? What are the chat saying? In the chat? Yeah, the chat. What's the chat saying? Hey, chat.
Off you gang of helmets. How are you, Panwa, mate? You cool? Laura writes in. Dwayne Clark, yes, lad. Ice Blue Mafia. Ice Blue for Mafia, people. Tinker. Hey. Nothing on. Yeah. I've heard you say that though, say Sonic. Say what, kid? What have I said, lad? Hey? I've heard you say that. I've heard your ma say some horrendous things, lad. Hey? Horrendous things. How are you, KB? Yes, Joe. Thanks for the GGs. Ice Blue Mafias, follow the live creator. How many people are sat there watching and you haven't even hit the follow button? F1 saying Liverpool at top of the league. What shampoo do you use, bro? Your Mars, lad? Every time I go round to yours, Jay, and bang your ma, I get a little shower before I get off, lads. Why, mate? You fuming? Have you noticed I've been, lad? You know, when you're diving in the bath, if you got a few piabs at the bottom of the bath and that by the sinkhole, you're wondering, hang on, they don't look like my daddy's piabs. Is that what you think, kid? Well, never mind, eh, lad? Never mind. Perhaps one day your mum will tell you. Nice one, Charlotte, for that giraffe. Fill the briefers in. Emily Buttcrup knows exactly what I'm saying when I'm saying piabs, don't you, love? How many piabs have you had stuck between your teeth in your little life? Yeah. Get out of here, little sausage muncher. How are you, Matty, kidder? Emma Mac in having a little giggle. TW, Lisa. Brian saying hi from Wirral. It's right, Bri, lad. Baked any Kens, lad. Yes, B. Yes, Brian, lad, have you been over the pool, lad? Done a few dwellings and that. Yeah, you little scumbag. House robber. Yes, double O Jacks, mate, you're cool. Zico, Lisa 30, TW, Rudd, how are you, kidder? Leighton saying the Dark Knights, the Bomb, James, Sean T, oi oi from Derby. It's right, lads. What's going down in Derby, lads? Amy Dan from Glasgow. What's happening up there, lads? You got the storm up there, yeah? Or is the weather just lying, putting us all on full alert? Emma Mac, hiya, what's the crake? Well, girl, I'm looking at you. I'm thinking to myself, what a ugly girl. Yes, Kevin Fleming from Berghow, lad, is right. Day long in the morning, and you're ugly in the night, and you stink in the afternoon. Don't even know what song it is. I'm just putting my own lyrics to it, but it's like a little tune. Probably off a Grease film or something. Remember Grease years ago? Hey Sandy. Hey Sandy, what's the sitch? Boom ba-doom 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 boom ba-doom ba-doom. What did they call them? The pink birds. The pink bird jackets. Yeah, I remember years. And when Grease won, all birds started bouncing around like Sandy. Tight leather jeans and high heels, smoking bifters with perms. And the birds went through a phase with perms, all big curly haircuts and that. Ice Blue saying I prefer Grease too. I can tell by the fod on you, love. You've got eyebrows like slugs, fod like your ma's front step. Bang a bit of salt on there, girl. Get rid of them slugs. Yes, Jojo. I will say what I want is laughing. Dan's having a buzz. Dublo's having a little giggle too. So's Dazza. Everyone's having a little giggle except for the one with the slugs for her eyebrows. She's saying lovely with kisses.